Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's start right out telling people how they can contact the show. That is right there. That's our phone number and our email address and all the ways you can follow the show on social media. Make sure I got all the volume off of everything here. So, there you go. That's how you follow the show. How many of you watched night one of the miniseries of the Democrat? I mean, it's a season. You know, we watch Hulu, we watch Netflix, Amazon Prime. I mean, all of these different shows, and we get to know characters. Stay with me on this. We get to know characters. We find the characters we hate. We find the characters we like. We find the characters we cheer for. We find the ones that we know they're going to get killed off the show. Like, like in episode 4, they're going to die. They're going to get killed off. You know the ones they can't kill off the show because they make the show. I mean, if you were to kill them off early on, then the show doesn't go on. They are a major part of the show. So for those that think, well, I think they're going to kill this one. Why does everything have to be killed? But let's just go with that. No. They can't kill that one. They have to be on the show till the end of the season. It is a sad state of affairs that our politics is just that, a TV series. It's a TV series, a daily series that people watch. There's spin-off shows. There's so many things, going on in the TV series DNC, The Next Candidate. So how many of you watched the debate last night and you're disappointed? Okay. You thought maybe they would ask a hard question. You thought maybe they would really attack each other. You thought that Chuck Todd just might ask Elizabeth Warren while you're on the whole rampage, while you're on the warpath. Will you follow that line of correcting and stamping out corruption with things like Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and China? Is that part of your end the corruption campaign? You thought for a minute they would ask that. You thought they would ask about reparations. That was very boring, number one. Number two, they named Elizabeth Warren the winner before it started. That's not a joke. Before it started, I watched a little pregame. In the pregame, let me get this up here. I had it right here. There it is. Let's go with. So yesterday, wait a minute. Today, Bernie Sanders is going down to Homestead. All right. Yesterday, number one. Here it is. The pre-made signs. That's Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota. She's visiting the children yesterday. I mean, you wonder what these children think. I'm serious. These little children are, what do they think? Who are all these white people? Why do these people want to look at me? Why are people walking through here like they're at the zoo and I'm the animal in the cage? I'm serious. It's like It's like they visited the zoo. They must go see the conditions. So yesterday, as they were celebrating life in Homestead, and that is Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders is going today. He couldn't get tickets yesterday. They were sold out. So while they were celebrating life, children, and wanting them to have clean diapers, they all were cheering on and campaigning and supporting murdering children last night. Interesting. Saving them at this time, killing them at this time. Just saying. So that was last night, and here is the here's a little squirrely dude. This is pregame. This is 7:44 last night. Outcry. They did this all afternoon. Number 2. Forget the debate for a minute. Outcry over poor treatment of migrant children. Wonder if they're afraid or they catch on to the outcry of poor treatment of. Could you not put outcry over poor treatment of and put a blank and put 59,000 homeless in tents? I bet you the homeless people in Los Angeles County would love for Wayfair to send them a mattress, right? These crazy people have boycotted the children getting mattresses from Wayfair. They're crazy as hell, man. I'm not going to get started again today. These people are crazy as hell. But what about the outcry for our veterans? What about the outcry over poor treatment of our children in this country that are opiate addicted, heroin, the drug-infested inner cities? What about the outcry for the children that are shot in a drive-by in Chicago over the weekend? But this circus they put on yesterday, they ran down there. It was a circus, and you're wondering, what do these children think? We have taken, now listen to this. Obviously, I bet I don't have a large viewership in the homeless population. They may be a little down on their internet connection and being able to connect to Wi-Fi in their tents. But think about this. We are taking old shut down Walmart. Yes. Old shut down box stores, Sam's Clubs, you name it, all across the border. Remember the mystery closing of all those Walmarts? Walmart. There's not marts. Well, Walmarts would be plural marts. Anyhow. Remember that? Remember the mystery closing in Arizona and all those areas of Walmart? Remember the plumbers coming in and we didn't know what they were doing in there? We have taken these major big box stores, abandoned all through the south of the border, south there along the border. They have massive air conditioning systems, and we've turned them into shelters. Mayor Bill de Blasio, the bully de Blasio, do I have a picture of him? Hold on just a second. Where is Jackass de Blasio? I could have sworn I had a picture of Jackass de Blasio. Really? I don't have a Jackass de Blasio in there? Anyhow. All right, well, let's just go with this one because we can see him on the end. Number 21. All right. All right, right there on the end with his head turned, Mayor Jackass de Blasio. Why didn't he say last night, hey, I am going to take eminent domain of some major buildings in New York City and just turn them into homeless shelters. I mean, big, massive homeless shelters with people. I'm going to have thousands of cots in there. They can come in there. Forget the churches. Forget the mission. I'm going to do that. We've done that all along the southern border. And a lot of outcry saying they've been privatized and they get so much money per child that they hold in there. Whatever. So, last night, were you waiting for, let me get to it. Here are the candidates, the 10 candidates, okay? First Democrat debate moment, moments away. Did you watch the debate and see the part 2 where they had a microphone problem, an audio problem there? That really pissed off Chuck Todd. Hey, don't look at me. The Democrats were throwing around pissed off last night. They got some issues out of the way early on. So these are your first, number 12, okay? Here's Savannah Guthrie, right? Is that her? And then there's the guy from Telemundo that asked the question in the old Espanol. And there's Lester Holt. Now, Lester Holt is famous for entrapping the president and getting that video of obstruction, according to the left. 3 candidates last night. There's the 2. Here is Jackass de Blasio, number 13. He wanted to beat up Francis. Okay, Francis is sitting over there. Francis is talking about Medicare or something. And de Blasio jumps in and, like, I will kick your ass. I'm the mayor of New York. Francis is like in the show. He dies early in the show. Sorry, folks. If you're watching this and you have your favorite characters. Now, I picked out 2 of my favorites last night. And let me say this. This is by no means liking a Democrat. This is not by no means agreeing with a Democrat. I watched this for what it truly is, a TV show. I watched it with open eyes, very clearly, knowing that MSNBC is the deep state media. I watched it not expecting them to break any new ground. I watched it last night knowing they were not going to get into a fight with each other. Now, the media is trying to paint that Castro got in a fight with Francis, and it got contentious at times. I watched it not expecting anything to be in a campaign commercial for Donald Trump. They try hard. They're going to try to cut up some of Elizabeth Warren's stuff to put on campaign commercials. But that was not a debate. You can't call that a debate. Instead of saying Elizabeth Warren, 71% of Americans feel the economy is doing well, why didn't Savannah Guthrie say, you know, you talk about the lower tier, and you talk about the economy doing well here, but what do you do with the statistics on African American unemployment, Latino unemployment, African male, African male unemployment? And then what about the question we were all waiting for, on this, for racial justice? What about a moderator saying, you are the Democrat Party that passed the crime bill. You are the Democrat Party that passed the crime bill. So how can you look at America now and talk about black male incarceration at record levels? How can you do that? By the way, what is the biggest threat What is the biggest threat to America this morning? Climate change. Not a nuclear weapon from North Korea. Not the fact that a Russian collusion with Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump is going to Japan to the G20, and he says he's going to talk to Vladimir Putin, and it's none of our business. Whoa, nefarious. What is he up to? Will he have a note taker in there? Andrea Mitchell. There wasn't even a note taker in the last one. What will happen when he sits down with Putin? Maybe he might look Putin in the eye and say, look, our military buildup in Europe concerns you? Well, let me tell you what I got a problem with, and we need to correct it immediately, is that warship, okay, that military warship that you pulled in down there in Havana, Cuba. Now, Barack, he opened the door to Cuba for you to go get the cigars and to lay on the Cuban beach. That was what Barack did. Guess what? Russia parked. Hey, is there parking for this big boat here? This is military. We're carrying a couple weapons. Can we get in? We just want to see a movie this afternoon. So maybe Trump might talk about, maybe that's a pretty big threat, that warship that pulled into Havana this past week. Maybe that is. But no, these liberal wackos, climate change. So there's Jackass de Blasio, and there is O'Rourke. Now, okay, so in the TV show, my favorites are, and you're gonna, I know, I told you already, okay? Zero to do with now after last night, let me go here. Okay, now Delaney, go to number, it's the best one I can see right now, okay? Go to number 23. Now this is Delaney. He is the end will, is that 32, I'm sorry. 23, 32, well, you know. All right, right there, is that Delaney, is that the guy on the end? Now he's the guy in the show, you kind of like him. You just kind of like him. He doesn't have a supporting role. He just comes in every once in a while. He is a Democrat presidential nominee prospect. He's a prospect. He wears the patch, prospect. All right, so kind of like him, but you know he's going to get killed off soon. Now, this is the jackass next to him, Inslee from Washington State. And you know you want him to, you like watching the show and you want him to die. I know, this is, you're going to like, really, this is the way? Yeah, we're watching the TV. You're like, when are they going to kill him off the show? He will stick around a couple episodes. Okay, he definitely will stick around a couple episodes. But they'll sooner or later, they will get him off the show. All right? Sooner or later. Now, this lady, 20, tops my three, might be my three favorites, okay? In fact, let's go to my three favorites. Let's go to 19, sorry. I loved Spartacus last night. We're not breaking down the debate. There was nothing there, folks. Nothing at all. Nothing. MSNBC ran cover. They did a 2-hour TV show. Okay. I like Spartacus. I like Amy Klobuchar and Gabbard from Hawaii. Those are my three on the show. Now, last night I realized, now Francis is not going to be long on this show. I think he makes it to like episode 4. Francis is going to get killed off the show. Now, Elizabeth Warren was coronated frontrunner last night in this top 10. She was put in the middle. She got the first word. She got the last word. She got the Biden treatment last night. Elizabeth Warren did. All right? Most progressive progressive on the stage, agrees with Bernie. Let's play her opening statement about the economy. So let's go with that. Here's Elizabeth Warren on the economy last night.
And we'll start this evening with Senator Elizabeth Warren. Senator, good evening to you.
Thank you.
You have many plans: free college, free childcare, government health care, cancellation of student debt, new taxes, new regulations, the breakup of major corporations. But this comes at a time when 71% of Americans say the economy is doing well, including 60% of Democrats. What do you say to those who worry this kind of significant change could be risky to the economy?
So I think of it this way. Who is this economy really working for? It's doing great for a thinner and thinner slice at the top. It's doing great for giant drug companies. It's just not doing great for people who are trying to get a prescription filled. It's doing great for people who want to invest in private prisons, just not for the African Americans and Latinx whose families are torn apart, whose lives are destroyed, and whose communities are ruined. It's doing great for giant oil companies that want to drill everywhere, just not for the rest of us who are watching climate change bear down upon us. When you've got a government, when you've got an economy that does great for those with money and isn't doing great for everyone else, that is corruption, pure and simple. We need to call it out, we need to attack it head on, and we need to make structural change in our government, in our economy, and in our country.
Senator Klobuchar.
All right, so she got the opening statement, and it's not working well for certain levels, but it's working well for some, the economy. Let's get that out of the way. Let's immediately get all of the things. Now, you sit there for 2 hours last night, and you want to know, why did not even Chuck Todd? Why didn't Rachel Maddow, with her manly look, I mean, she was wearing her suit, she had her glasses on, her hair done. I mean, she even looked over at Chuck Todd a couple times and said, "You know I'm in this damn debate, don't you, Chuck?" Chuck was running with it. She looked over like, you know, I will kick your little ass when we're done. I'm serious. If you did not watch the debate, I mean, Rachel Maddow, this is my opinion, Rachel Maddow called her manager immediately after the debate, "Get somebody on the phone inside." Nobody makes me look like that. I got like a minute. I got 2 minutes. What the hell? I need to know what's going on here. Why did Chuck get all the airtime? Just saying, okay? So you were looking for them to ask Rachel Maddow, you know the way she dug into that Russian collusion, and every night she was putting stuff up on the screen of her show, and she was putting all the clips where a Russian got a bagel at the same shop yesterday as Don Jr., and you might think I'm silly, but Rachel Maddow was breaking it all down, charts and graphs, interviews. She had it all put together, and then it went boom. The pin went in that balloon and popped, and there was no Russian collusion, and she was exposed. But we're for sure last night that she was going to come up with a question and say, you know what, I see where you're going with all of this. Americans may like it, but can you tell Americans how you plan to pay for it? If you were waiting for that, it wasn't going to happen last night. Now, tonight it'll be a little different, but again, let me say this, and I'm going to say with all due respect, because Rush Limbaugh, I started listening to 30 years ago. I mean, he was in ABC New York, are we talking 1984? I don't know, man. I mean, however long it's been, you know, I started listening to Rush. I can't say I've always 100% agreed. I'll give him a 98.9% that I agree with, but I respectfully disagree with him saying Joe Biden is finished. Now he might in the show, it's all it is, folks, is a show. The DNC has not changed at all, okay? They have picked their winner already. They know who it's going to be. They know who their nominee is going to be. I'm serious. They've picked this person. That's my opinion. And the other candidates are just stacking up campaign cash that they get to keep and, go on vacation. I mean, they could visit Puerto Rico and say it's a campaign trip. I mean, a legitimate trip. This is one guy I want to talk about when I get back, John Delaney, right here, number 16. I'm not for sure, folks. I'm not saying it did happen, but it's almost like they cut his mic last night. He was begging to get in. Now, I do not support this guy. He is an anti-Trump guy all the way. His question is, nobody's above the law, and, if president, he'd like to get a shot at prosecuting Trump. But that being said, this is not a quote, but this guy actually said something about the Democrats. The Democrats want you to believe everything is wrong and everything is bad. And this guy says something in the reference of, let's go to Washington. Not every single thing is wrong. Not every single thing is bad, but let's fix what needs repaired. They cut this guy off. He kept begging for a second. He couldn't get in. When it came to Medicare for all, he is the one that actually said, and this is about the time they cut his mic off, and they did every time he tried to get in. Chuck Todd said, shut the hell up, John. John, it's not your turn. John, we'll get to you in a minute. Because this guy actually said that hospitals in a survey overwhelmingly said if all they got paid was Medicare reimbursement values, they would go bankrupt. They would all go bankrupt. This guy said last night, and I tell you, and they were cringing on TV. This guy said last night, Medicare for all would bankrupt the hospitals in this country. And they shut him off. They killed that mic, and every time he tried to get in. Hey, I want to say something. I'm the only one up here that created jobs. I'm the only one up here that owned a business. My dad was a union electrician. I got something to say. Cut him off, period. Donald Trump spoke at the Faith of, not one word on the media last night, nothing this morning. Trump speaks at Faith and Freedom Coalition. Why do you think they never highlight speeches like this with Donald Trump when he speaks at the Faith and Freedom Coalition? Why do they never highlight that? I'll tell you why I think right after these messages. What did you expect last night? You expected the Democrats to really come out and say something that or the moderators ask some questions? Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, I'm your host BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. 8:38 this morning, 68 degrees in LJ. Josh, tell people how they can contact the show. Okay, so yesterday the president spoke at the Faith and Freedom Coalition. Now, if MSNBC, CNN, if any of the networks were to play some of the cuts, some of the sound bites of the president's speech yesterday at the Faith and Freedom Coalition. Now, let me tell you something. These people absolutely hate Christianity. I understand you're shaking your head, but yes, they do. They hate it. They hate everything about it. Okay? They love the government. They think government is God. They want government to run our lives. So you need to understand, I absolutely love this country. I do not love my government. But these people absolutely worship government, love government, and feel that government is the answer to all things. So if they were to play some of these clips from Trump, it may humanize Trump. People may see a side of Trump that the media never shows, the percentage that don't get a chance to watch anything else. Let's start at this clip. Let's play just a little bit of the president at the Faith and Freedom Coalition yesterday. Let's hear what he has to say because the other media is not showing this. Go ahead, play that, Josh.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. They're going to take it seriously. You know, they're going to go out. We have breaking news. They're going to say, see, I told you he wants to be a dictator. I told you that. They are unbelievable what they do. You have to say it with a big smile on your face, otherwise, and even that doesn't work. Bill understands that, right, Bill? We're cherishing our nation's religious heritage once again. My administration has taken historic action to protect religious liberty. We're protecting the conscience rights of doctors and nurses and teachers and groups like the Little Sisters of the Poor. We're with them. Made a lot of progress. We've taken action to uphold free speech on college campuses. Colleges are now, by the way, looking around very carefully when they throw conservatives and religious folks off of their campuses. Looking around very, very carefully because they have a big, fat, beautiful monetary penalty to pay. I haven't heard too much about it since I did that a few months ago. Do you notice that? I haven't heard so much about that. We give them billions and billions of dollars and then they don't let people speak. And I don't care, liberal, conservative, it doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat, but you can't do that. We're preserving our country's vital tradition of faith-based adoption, and we're proudly defending the sanctity of life But keep fighting because, as most of the people in the room know, it's very fragile. Unfortunately, Democrat politicians have become increasingly hostile to pro-life Americans who want to help more children find a loving home and share their dreams with the world. Virtually every top Democrat lawmaker now supports taxpayer-funded abortion right up to the moment of birth. And by the way, if you watched Virginia, the governor, after the moment of birth. That was something that nobody heard of before. After the moment of birth. Nobody believed it. I had never heard of it. I don't think anybody had heard of it. When he talked about wrapping the child and then discussing with the mother whether or not she wants to keep, the child is born. So that becomes an execution. That becomes an execution. Every child, born and unborn, is made in the holy image of God, and that is why I have asked Congress to prohibit the late-term abortion of babies. And they'll do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. During my first week in office, I reinstated the Mexico City policy. People thought that wasn't going to be happening. We've issued a final rule to prohibit Title X taxpayer funding from subsidizing the abortion industry. And just last month, our administration ended federal funding of fetal tissue research. All of us working to foster a culture that celebrates the sacred worth of every human life. And this can all change very quickly. Just remember, we've done things that nobody thought possible. We've done things that are so good and so righteous and also so fragile, so fragile.
I'm sorry if I played too much of that for you. I could watch the whole speech again. Why is that not on all the major networks? I tell you why, because that humanizes Trump. That doesn't make Trump look like the rapist that they have tried this week to make Trump look like. Remember this woman yesterday, hang tight, I had it here yesterday, I sent the email. Just a minute, I might have it if I don't. The woman, remember the woman for the last couple of days that Trump threw allegedly in the dressing room, and she went in, you know, and now we know that she is a Obama supporter. She gave to Hillary Clinton supporter. The list goes on. We know that about her. We know it's nothing but a lie. We watched her fall apart. But if you watch that video there at Trump's speech, it may humanize him. You may think, you know, he's just real. He actually can be funny. He gave a very good speech yesterday. And they did not touch that last night. They don't want to touch that. All right? Let me give you a couple things. Protect religious liberty for doctors, nurses, freedom of speech, faith-based adoption, sanctity of life. You see, the picture, the money pic from yesterday, can you get that, Josh? I didn't send it to you. Can you get me the picture of the guy and his daughter laying face down in the river? That they made sure last night that they spoke his name 12 times. Okay, that's the money pick. Pro-life American taxpayer abortions. They want taxpayer abortions. Okay, they want to abort a child up to birth and after birth. Now here's the line they do not want. And Trump will get this line out. If the media doesn't touch it, he will get it out. He will keep doing interviews. What you seen yesterday, he will do interviews with Chuck Todd. He will do interviews with the liberals that you're wondering, why is he talking to Chuck Todd? Why is he talking to Chris Wallace? Why is he talking to George Stephanopoulos? Okay, put that picture up. You see, that is supposed to tear the evangelicals away from Trump. They are working to try to move the voters, the evangelical voters, into a compassion, what Jesus would do. With this right here, they are trying to move voting blocks away from Trump. And they don't take that off the screen. I've seen enough of that. They don't want you to hear the child is born. That's an execution. They don't want you to hear that. The child is born, okay? That's an execution. And America is not okay with that. America is not okay with late-term abortion. America is not okay with the baby being in the birth canal and being dismembered and removed. America is not okay with that. And that's why last night in the debate, the abortion question came up, but all the candidates were protecting a woman's right. Now, they did say to an abortion, but a woman's right to her health care, women's health care, okay? And transgenders got in there too. How did this happen? Cory Booker wants to protect the black trans females. What the hell? What are those? Wouldn't you like to see a picture of that? But they wanted to protect a woman's right to choose. Okay? Inslee actually said, and this is the governor of Washington State. This guy was a joke. Oh my God. He is climate change, climate change, climate change. We're burning alive today. Where is he at? Where's Inslee at? I got him here in a minute. Hold on. I should have had one on. There he is. Yeah, 31. There's Inslee. All right. And here's what was interesting. Inslee says, I'm the only one on the stage that has actually fought to make sure it's legal to murder children, to murder the babies. I've done more to murder children than anyone on the stage. Amy Klobuchar says, hey, I think there's 3 women on the stage, and I think there's 3 women on the stage that have done as much as you have to help. There you go. Number 20. So he talks about what a great track record he has murdering children, and Amy Klobuchar jumps up and says, hey, Jay Inslee, I've done as much. I know there's 3 women on the stage, myself, this lady from Hawaii, nobody remembers her name. Well, they might today, because she became the anti-war Democrat, and they cringed over that one. But Elizabeth Warren and this lady over here, myself, we have worked very hard to make sure a woman has the right to kill a child. We have led the way in Congress to make sure murdering children's okay. And they all are going to, day one in office, make sure it's legal to kill your children with taxpayer. Kill the children, not your children. Kill America's unborn children. We'll go with that. People are starting to say, whoa, 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 BKP, chill out. On day one, I will make it legal to kill the American unborn child with taxpayer money if you elect me. Holy smokes. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
So in the show last night, the MSNBC debate of 10 candidates. One, you have to have a breakout candidate. One, you have to have a front runner. You have to have a couple moments where the little, like in your drama at night where two boys start and get into a little fight, and you have to break it up. All right. You had everything there last night. This was so scripted, choreographed, and worked out. It just, here is the two little boys. Okay, here they are, number 22, Castro and Beto Francis. Okay, they spar on immigration. These two little children, they had to break it up. Okay, boys, break it up. They're both from Texas. Interesting. They both see the immigration issue a little different. Texas, they see it different. They're both children. They got into a squabble. I'm trying to look here, and here is number 21. Okay. Here is Castro. Castro is looking over at Francis and saying, "I will kick your ass, Francis," in Spanish, whatever. They're both speaking Spanish. There's Klobuchar, Elizabeth Warren, and Spartacus looking over like, "Not right now, guys. Not right now. No. You got the notes before the debate." Okay. So then you have the bully that jumps in, and here he is right here, number 13. He is a jackass and a half. He's like 2 2/3 jackass. De Blasio jumps in, and he's going to beat up Francis. Okay. It was so scripted last night, nothing came out of it. They said that Elizabeth Warren won the debate before it started. How many times did you hear Elizabeth Warren say the word courage? Courage, courage. I have courage. I wish somebody actually wrote down or put a check mark every time she said courage. And she came out as an angry white woman that she was going to go after the corporations. She's got to bring them all down, man. It's working for some, not for others. And so then you have, and I don't even have a good, all right, so here is the breakdown last night, number 17, the minutes spoken, MSNBC, the Washington Post, Spartacus, one of my favorite roles in this TV series, 10.9 minutes. I mean, as a young gay black man that has not come out yet, and I have not said I'm gay, but I lived in Newark. 10.9 minutes. O'Rourke got 10.3. Warren got 9.3. Castro, 8.8. Klobuchar, 8.5. Klobuchar, is that right? 8.5. Ryan from Ohio. Gabbard kicked his ass. She got 6.6 minutes. But her 6.6 minutes landed some body blows on Ryan's ass up there in Ohio, and he got it kicked and handed to him by this little lady from Hawaii. Now, she supposedly is the online poll. The online poll, she has run away with it as the winner. Delaney got 6.6 minutes, but he did not get called on. You see, Booker got called on, O'Rourke got called on, and Warren got called on, and Castro and Klobuchar. The top 5 were called on to make remarks. Ryan did not fight as hard as he could have. Delaney kept fighting. His 6.6 minutes last night, he had to fight to get those words out. De Blasio had to bully his way in. And Inslee, you know, got 5 minutes. Gabbard got 6.6 and kicked Ryan's ass. Now, this is CNN, okay? Which candidates America Googled the most during the first debate? 18, number 18. Now, this is what CNN says when it comes to Google. That Cory Booker was the #1 search. Gabbard out there in Hawaii was #2. Francis was 3. De Blasio was 4. Warren was 5. Castro spiked 4,000% in searches. Inslee, Ryan, Klobuchar, and Delaney. Google said Delaney was last. I would think he was higher than that. Which candidates America Googled most during first debate? But now, let me say this. Google has put out, if you go to Google Trends, okay, here is what Google says actually from their website. Most searched Democrat candidates during Miami debate, number 35. The green area is Gabbard. That's where the searches came from the most. Cory Booker in the red. The South was looking at the brother. Well, Vermont, Michigan, Indiana, and Elizabeth Warren, the most searches came from Oklahoma. You know, where she was raised on the reservation with her family. So, supposedly those were the searches. Number 19, Democrat candidates on stage who were mentioned the most on Twitter. This is the mentioned the most on Twitter. Warren, Booker, Castro, O'Rourke, Klobuchar, and Gabbard mentioned the most. And there was one more poll here. Number 23, words mentioned most by candidates during debate. Healthcare, 37 times. Guns, 29 times. Economy, 19 times. Taxes, 16 times. The border, 14 times. They spoke Spanish. They talked about the baby and the young man that died at the border. Bernie Sanders is headed to Homestead, Florida, to see the travesty in the soap, toothbrush, no blanket, no bed, no doctors, children kept in cages, crisis down there in Homestead, Florida. Number 29, yesterday in a interview with Casey Hunt, Sanders, I intend to be the Democrat nominee. Yesterday, Sanders did not commit to not running as a independent. If he does not get the nomination, he did not commit. Sanders is angry. So I want to take a brief break, just not a full break. We're going to take a brief break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little more about the debate because it's 9:10, and then we'll wrap up some things with Project Veritas. Oh my God, I said that. They're going to flag my videos again. Take us to break, Josh.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, last night in the show, MSNBC had the first debate. Chuck Todd was really pissed. Sorry, because that's what the Democrats were saying last night. So when he could not get the audio, could not get the audio to work properly for the second half of the debate. They had to go to break and fix it. Now, this is going viral. Number 36. Number 36. Yeah. That is Spartacus. Senator Cory Booker explained the side-eye look he gave when his fellow White House hopeful, former Texas Representative Francis Beto O'Rourke started speaking Spanish during the first night of the Democrat presidential debate. I just knew he had laid the gauntlet down, Booker told CNN's Anderson Cooper with a chuckle. And I was talking a little bit with Julio Castro. Both he and I knew, as people who can speak Spanish, that now we were going to bring it as well. So Booker looks over last night. You know, Francis gets his first question, and he thinks he's on Telemundo. And he starts, whoa, repity on the old Spanish, right? He starts rolling out the Espanol. Booker looks over and says, I know you didn't do that. Oh, hell no. Cory giving him the hell no, I know you didn't do that. Okay, you just got a question, and the first thing you're doing is you're ripping it out in the old Espanol. Then you're going to give English. Then you're going to bring up the English side. So Booker, I'm telling you, Spartacus, to me last night, I thought he was one of the characters on the show that, you know, he's got to stick around for a little bit because he gave the, oh, hell, I know you didn't look, right? So last night, I just want to go with one more thing because I will say this. Abortion, they all fought to see who can, you know, kill the unborn child or even the born child first, okay? There was no answer on the 70%. Would they raise, Beto O'Rourke would not go, hey, will you raise the top marginal tax rate to 70%? They wouldn't talk about it. They didn't go into reparations. When they come up with Robert Mueller as special counsel, none of them went the distance, okay? They stayed away from everything. Elizabeth Warren opened up with her progressive agenda, got it out of the way. Nobody asked how it's going to get paid for. Universal health care, are you in favor of it or not? Not how is it going to work? What are you going to do? Just, you know, let's get serious. How can Americans, you know, handle this? Anybody that said, hey, we're not going to kick you off your insurance, they cut your mic. They didn't like that. The list goes on. Nothing was accomplished. Now, I want to have a little fun with this, okay? So let's just, it's 2 minutes of fun. The world won't end. But how many times did Elizabeth Warren say courage? Every time she said courage, what did you, this is the only thing I could think about with Elizabeth Warren giving her courage speech last night. Courage, courage, courage. Roll the Elizabeth Warren. We found another tape of Elizabeth Warren and her courage.
If you were king, you wouldn't be afraid of anything? Not nobody. Not no how. Not even a rhinoceros? Impossible. How about a hippopotamus? Why, I'd trash him from top to bottomless. Supposing you met an elephant? I'd wrap him up in cellophane. What if it were a brontosaurus? I'd show him who was king of the forest. How? How? Courage. What makes a king out of a slave? Courage. What makes the flag on the mast to wave? Courage. What makes the elephant charge his tusk in the misty mist or the dusky dusk? What makes the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. What makes the sphinx the seventh wonder? Courage. What makes the dawn come up like thunder? Courage. What makes the Hottentot so hot? What puts the ape in apricot? What have they got that I ain't got? Courage. You could say that again.
So that reminds me of number 12. There they are. There's the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and Tin Man and Scarecrow and, Dorothy asking the questions. And Elizabeth Warren yelling at him how much courage she has. Well, she wouldn't be afraid of anyone when she got the. I mean, she was an angry white woman last night. But she was the front runner. They said she won before she started. They said she won after she started. After it ended. They said she won. Now let's go to number 34 because tonight it's a 2-night event. Okay? So it's a 2-night event. The debate stage night 2. So Williamson, we don't even know who she is. Hickenlooper. Yang. Yang's going to give everybody $1,000. Okay? Every month you go and you get $1,000. All right? Buttigieg, Biden and Sanders and Harris and Gillibrand, Bennett and Swalwell. Well, now tonight is the last night. Nobody said Joe Biden. Nobody. Nobody went after Joe Biden. Nobody. Tonight, Bernie. If he's really who he says he is, tonight Bernie has to rip Biden to shreds. Absolutely. Buttigieg has to go after Biden. Harris has to go after Biden. But I will tell you, the most ridiculous comments tonight will be by Kirsten Gillibrand. Absolutely. Kirsten Gillibrand. That's my prediction tonight. She wants to come out. Now, I listened to her town hall. She will say outrageous things. Tonight, these Buttigieg, Gillibrand, Harris, and Sanders. If Biden comes out of this debate tonight and after the 2 is still polling the front runner. See, yesterday, Bernie Sanders, when he meets with Casey Hunt, number 29, okay, which she's expecting, all right, Casey Hunt is expecting, and she is, she's a elite white woman, well educated, got several college degrees, liberal. She's not concerned about her child having the best bassinet, the best crib, the best toothbrush, the best soap, the best towel. She's worried about none of that. Okay? Bernie Sanders there said it was rigged last time. It was rigged. Bernie, it is rigged again. I mean, it is absolutely rigged again. Biden is being set up as the front runner. So let's see how. I don't think anybody falls off. They say after the first debate, we'll see if some people drop out. But I don't think they will. I do not think people will drop out, okay? I just don't. I think they're all going to stay in. The party's going to keep going. They get to keep their campaign cash. Let's start with some quick pictures because I want to take a break. Number 1, this is Amy Klobuchar. We told you at the beginning. Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar went and visited Homestead as though they were like going to the zoo looking at animals in a cage. So they went to the zoo yesterday. Bernie's going today. Here is number 2. This is MSNBC, one of their little light in the short pants guy, outcry over poor treatment of migrant children. They did that all yesterday afternoon. Here is number 3. Remember, Nicole Wallace is the former communications director. This whack job, Nicole Wallace, is the former communications director for George W. Bush. Yes, okay? Brian Williams, they brought him in, number 4. Here is Eugene Robinson. You got to have black guy on the list. And there is washed up, steamrolled by Donald Trump, Claire McCaskill. And there's the little cheerful Chrissy Hayes and Nicole Wallace. This is the pregame show. Okay, pregame. Number 5, there's a little Chrissy Hayes. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little gay guy there. Okay. Number 6, they brought in A.M. Joy to give her part. I watched the pregame. I got to see how crazy they are. Here's number 7. Number 7, I forget this young lady's name, but she's with Axios. And then you have the token, wait for it, the token Republican, former Republican RNC chair, Steele. I know, you hear token like he knows how to win an election. Okay, there you go. And there's number 9 in the pregame. There is Chris Matthews for the first debate, moments away. He was talking to them. He is the thrill guy. Here's a picture in the beginning. They walk out on stage, number 10. Here are all of the first candidates. And who do you think, you could tell me today, who do you think will make it through? Who do you think will drop out? There's number 11, another shot of him. Who do you think will drop out? Do you feel anyone on that list will be gone? Number 12, here is again, the debate host for the first hour. Then let's go to number 15. These two guys right here took over the last hour. I'm really not sure why NBC went with 2 white guys to do the last hour of the show, but there they are. And here's the guy, number 16, John Delaney, former Maryland congressman. They cut his mic. Whoa, he started saying things and they couldn't have it. They could not have an MSNBC running cover. And let's see what else I have here. Number 21, Dem candidates try to break out through the first debate. Didn't happen, folks. Here's number 22. We told you about this. Castro and Beto spar on immigration, both from Texas. Here is another side look. 25. Check out Spartacus. Now, Elizabeth Warren has given her open statement, and Spartacus looking over like, damn, you coming right out the box with it all, girl. You yelling at people. I mean, you just coming right out yelling at people. Damn. Corey taking notes. Here are the 2 gatekeepers of hell, number 26. Always got to show them. They're in Miami. And I will say it's sad that they can get a bigger audience to come and watch their show than a Democrat candidate can at a town hall. And MSNBC, number 27 here, Warren calls out economic corruption in debate. I'm just wondering why in that corruption she didn't go with children and family members of congressmen and senators or elected officials that get deals with foreign governments to avoid the congressman or the senator having to report it, worth millions of dollars, like Hunter Biden and Joe Biden in China. Just wonder on that economic corruption. Is she waiting to get on the same stage with Joe Biden? Because I'm for sure if she's going to call out economic corruption in a debate, she's going to look over at Joe Biden. So maybe that's coming soon. Maybe that's where Russia is right, that they will be the end. That will be the end of Joe. I don't know. Lindsey Graham likes to have a little fun too, number 28. He knows it spins the media's head off. After tonight's Democrat debate, the whole Trump third term thing is looking better and better. So let's see what else I have. There we go. Here is number 33, Spartacus looking over at Warren. I love these pictures, folks. Dem candidates try to break through the first debate. Look at Spartacus looking over at, I know, girl, you know, you're yelling at people. So, tonight's debate, again, number 34. Will this be the one that there's a breakout moment? Will they go after Joe Biden tonight? They did not go after him last night. He was not there. See, the 10 candidates know last night they're safe. There's a long time. It's a year and a half. All right, there's 2 or 3 candidates last night that are going to edge up in the liberal left world. They're going to edge up. They're going to start, their survival rate will increase. But tonight they got Joe on stage. And if Buttigieg and Sanders, Harris, or Gillibrand want to be president of the United States truly, they can knock Joe out tonight. They can knock the hell out of Joe. And if 4 or 5 of them will go after Joe Biden, then it won't look so bad. It doesn't matter if it looks like they ganged up. It won't look so bad if 4 or 5 of them will go after Biden. It may send a message to the Democrat left-leaning wing of the base of the party, hey, Joe must go. He can't stay. So we're going to find out tonight what happens. Maybe Joe just really bumbles so bad that people realize we can't have him for our candidate. We will see. Let's take one more break, just one more today. There's 2 more things I want to do before we leave this morning. 2 more things I want to do before we leave this morning. I want to bring you a little information that is not local, but something we have to pay attention to. And Project Veritas. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Wait a minute, I just had the story up I wanted, Josh. There it is. So yesterday we brought this to you, and here is the title of this, okay? We need to win, and this is something that, forget all the fun we had with the debates. Fun with the debates is over. They were not debates. It was a TV show. We got nothing out of it. It will go circles and circles all day. Let me tell you a real crisis flashpoint for the Trump campaign right now for 2020. And this is a crisis. Yes, because I'm watching what's happening that they will try to stop the President of the United States. Now, the one example we gave today is the President spoke to the Faith and Freedom Coalition yesterday. He talked about a baby being born. That's an execution. They do not want to let you know that in the media. They will hide everything from the public. The deep state media will have Donald Trump look a certain way every single day. Project Veritas, we will get into that in just a second. It's in the same segment, okay? Google will manipulate what you see, what you hear, what you read, how the search engine works for the next campaign. They have been caught. Pennsylvania is a crisis. I am telling you, we have to win Pennsylvania. Now, there are maps that are drawn that mathematically he could win the White House without Pennsylvania, but I'm telling you, we cannot let Pennsylvania go to a Democrat. Yesterday, Pennsylvania, we brought this to you. Our sources on this are from, we have sources that we know about the Pennsylvania GOP State Committee. The Republican Committee of Pennsylvania, we know very well. We know we have inside sources on so much that's going on in the GOP in Pennsylvania. We're going to bring you things that you're not hearing anywhere. So Pennsylvania GOP Chair Val Girago, forget it, I tried it yesterday. Val, we'll just go with Val, okay? Val has resigned. He resigned amid some what? Inappropriate text messages with a friend. So he resigned yesterday, okay? That being said, where are my pictures here? I just had them here. All right, number 38. Okay, so we just want to put this together. And you need to tweet the President of the United States. And I'm going to tell you, we need to have a massive push to the President of the United States. Donald J. Trump. The PA-GOP chair resigned. Okay? The GOP in Pennsylvania is a mess. We all know going into a presidential election how unified and how the state GOP has to be strong for our candidate throughout the state. This is what's going on in this state. Now, number 37, this is Bernie, not Bernie Sanders. I know she looks a little like Bernie Sanders, but this is Bernie. Bernie Comfort. Bernie is the vice chair of the Pennsylvania GOP. Vice chair. Here is the quote I got yesterday. Look, we need to push hard against Bernie Comfort. Right now, I'm just got word that Asher, and we'll get into that, just got word that Asher and them are getting to the president. And he might come out for her, and that would be a disaster. So she is the vice chair of the Pennsylvania GOP. The president, which has his ear burned off by this guy Asher, we'll tell you who he is, may make her the GOP chair in Pennsylvania. Here's the problem from my source, all right? That would be a disaster. I was in the Estain program with her. She is a never Trumper. My source says she is a never Trumper at heart. She worships at the feet of Bob Asher. He has a huge Southeast moderate look. We have to say, give us Tobias or Christian. We need the president to do the right thing. He's going to make a mistake like he did with Rebecca Warren. They are very concerned in Pennsylvania, the Trump supporters that have their source. Now, Bob Asher, who is he? Okay. He is number 39. Bob Asher, Board of Directors, co-chairman, Asher's Chocolates, fourth generation family county business, with operations in historic Germantown area of Philadelphia and Lewistown. He's a moderate. He is the Pennsylvania member of the Republican National Committee. So he is the Pennsylvania, he's on the National Committee, Republican National Committee. He is pushing hard, the President of the United States, to make this woman, Bernie, not Sanders, although she looks like it. Let's go back to her picture, number 37. The GOP chair in Pennsylvania, and at heart, she's a never Trumper. We must stop this, hopefully, so we can win Pennsylvania. Because I don't want you to wonder, our sources in PA, they are very upset that this woman may possibly become the next GOP chair. So let's take that down. Insiders blow whistle and execs reveal Google plan to prevent Trump's situation in 2020 on hidden cam. This is Project Veritas. Now, we don't have time. It's already 9:49 this morning. Whistleblowers are welcome there at the website. You go to projectveritas.com, and they caught Google. YouTube removed their video from their platform. Last night, I know you were waiting about meddling in elections, and you wanted to hear somebody say, hey, what about Google meddling in the elections? Okay? Not a word. If you go to here, the video is here. The video is here about Project Veritas exposing Google, what they plan to do. Senior Google executive leaked documents and testimony of Google insider. The report appears to show Google's plan to affect the outcome of the 2020 election and prevent the next Trump situation. So it's Project Veritas, okay? So I hate to say crisis alert, but this is my morning crisis alert. Go to Project Veritas, read this, watch the 25-minute video, and see what we're up against. Because I know what could happen that makes me a little nervous this morning. What makes me a little nervous is, yes, last night, I don't see a candidate, one, that could stand next to Donald Trump in a debate. Okay? Tonight, I don't see one that could stand next to Donald Trump. They are a disaster. Democrats cannot win alone. First of all, they do not concede a race anymore. That's no longer an option for Democrats. Democrats do not concede. They do not say, I lost. No longer an option. Look at Stacey Abrams. Look at Hillary Clinton. That she has, for 2 years, they can't admit they lost. Okay? They don't do that. Democrats cannot win on their own. There's not a candidate out of the 20 that you will see from last night and tonight that can go out and actually energize voters, actually get them on board, and give solutions and promises and policies that will, change America. Can't do it. Can't do it. They have to have Google. They have to have Facebook. They have to have the corruption of the deep state media, and they will. So we have a crisis in Pennsylvania with the GOP chair out, and Bernie Comfort, the vice chair, possibly becoming chair, and she's a never-Trumper at heart. We need to get to the president that, hey, you need to do the right thing in Pennsylvania. You need to watch the Project Veritas video, okay, on how Google, again, plans to affect the outcome of the 2020 election and prevent the next Trump situation. Very important, because we cannot sit back and think the economy is great, Trump will win, that this is great, Trump will win. We are going to have to do our work here, and we are going to have to help the president, period. Let's give a big shout out to Vanderbilt. They are the national champions right there, the World Series. They won the College World Series, Vanderbilt did, so hats off to them. Big win, way to go, guys. And let's take that down, but let's wrap up with I don't understand the whole transgender thing last night, the whole protecting abortion rights for transgender black women. Did you figure any of that out? We'll see. We'll try again tonight. Hey, we're going to take a break because when we we're going to be out of here because it's time for the Freedom Zone. Okay, right at 10 o'clock there, absolutely. So Josh is going to get that ready, the Freedom Zone with Candace. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, it's time for the Freedom Zone. And we will see you. Is today Thursday? So that means we're at Sycamore Crossing tomorrow. Wow. Okay. Tomorrow, Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. Tomorrow, Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. Pet of the Week, Humane Society of Blue Ridge. North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton, Community Relations Director Cameron Hall, and the All-Star Political Panel. I got it. I'll be there. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Time for the Freedom Zone with Candace.